Hello everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is x to the power of 3 minus y to the power of 3. This is equal to 91. So what is the value of x and what is the value of y? So let's provide a solution from here. So we have x to the power of 3 minus y to the power of 3. This is equal to 91. Now this is actually the difference of two cubes that we can express as a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3, which we can express as a minus b, a squared plus a times b, then plus b to the power of 2. And we have that here, x, y, these are members of positive integers. Now, the next step is that we can express this as x subtract y into the parentheses. This is x squared plus xy, then plus y squared. This is equal to 91. Now we have that x subtract y. This is less than x to the power of 2 plus xy plus y to the power of 2. Now, given this condition here, the next step is to get the prime factors of 91. Remember, we can have 1 times 91. This will give us a value of 91. Then we have 91 times 1. This will also give us a value of 91. Then we have 13 multiplied by 7. This will also give us a value of 91. And we have 7 multiplied by 13. This will give us a value of 91. But given that x minus y is less than x squared plus xy plus y squared, then this means that 1 is less than 91. So this condition here is satisfied. Let's call this case 1. And then we have 91 is greater than 1. This violates the condition, so this is rejected. This is rejected. Then we have that 13 here is greater than 7. This violates the condition here, so this is also rejected. And lastly, we have 7 is less than 13, and this actually satisfies the condition. Let's call this case 2. So let's start with case 1 here. Let's start with case 1, where we have x subtract y. Then we have x to the power of 2 plus xy plus y squared. This is equal to 1 multiplied by 91. And this implies that x subtract y, this is equal to 1. And we have that x to the power of 2, then plus xy plus y squared. This is equal to 91. So we have x subtract y. This is equal to 1. So let's square on both sides from here. So this is x minus y to the power of 2. This is in the form of a minus b raised to the power of 2, which we can express as a squared plus b squared subtract 2ab. So applying this algebraic identity, then here we have x to the power of 2 plus y to the power of 2 subtract 2xy. This is equal to 1 squared, which is 1. So given that here we have x to the power of 2 plus xy plus y to the power of 2, this is equal to 91. So we can subtract this. We have x to the power of 2 subtract 2xy plus y squared. This is equal to 1. Now these are systems of two linear equations here that we can subtract, so that x squared minus x squared, this is equal to 0. Xy minus 2xy, this is 3xy. Then y squared minus y squared, this is equal to 0. And this is equal to 91 minus 1. This is equal to 90. So this is 3xy. This is equal to 90. So let's divide both sides by 3. And this means that x times y, this is equal to 30. 90 divided by 3, this is 30. Now, if you recall, we have x minus y. This is equal to 1. So we can make x to be the subject of the formula here, so that x is equal to 1 plus y. So let's substitute x here into this equation here, so that we have 1 plus y multiplied by y. This is equal to 30. So let's open the parentheses. 1 times y, this is y, plus y times y, this is y squared. This is equal to 30. So let's take 30 on the left hand side, so that we have y squared plus y minus 30. This is equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation that we can solve by factorization method, such that here the product is equal to minus 30, the sum is equal to 1. So we can identify two factors, such that if you multiply these two factors, then we have a product of 30 minus 30. If we sum, we have a value of 1. 6 times minus 5, this is minus 30. 6 plus minus 5, this is equal to 1. So we can substitute these two factors, so that we have y squared plus 6y minus 5y minus 30. This is equal to 0. So we have got two parts here, so that now y is common here. We can factor out y, so that we have y plus 6. Then subtract 5. 5 is common in the second part here, so that we have y plus 6. This is equal to 0. So y plus 6 is common here. We can factor out y plus 6. Then we have y minus 5. This is equal to 0. Now, here we have y plus 6. This is equal to 0. And we have y minus 5. This is equal to 0. So we have y1 is equal to minus 6 and y2 is equal to 5. So let's solve for the corresponding values of x1 and x2. If you recall, we have that x is equal to 1 plus y. So x1 is equal to 1 plus minus 6, and this means that x1 is equal to 1 minus plus times minus 6, this is minus 6, and this is equal to minus 5. So we have the first set of solution here, x1 comma y1, this is equal to minus 5 comma minus 6. So this is the first set of solution that we have. Now x2 will be equal to 1 plus y2, which is equal to 5, and this is equal to 6. So x2 comma y2, this is the second set of solution here, is equal to 6 comma 5. So we have got in case 1 two set of solution here, x1 y1 and x2 y2. So let's proceed to case 2 from here. Now in case 2 here, we have x minus y, x squared plus x times y plus y squared. This is equal to 7 multiplied by 13. So this implies that x minus y, this is equal to 7 on one side, and here we have x squared plus x times y plus y to the power of 2. This is equal to 13. Okay, so from here we can square both sides for x minus y raised to the power of 2. This is equal to 7 to the power of 2. So that now let's expand this equation here. This is x to the power of 2 plus y to the power of 2 minus 2xy. This is equal to 49. Now from the first part here, which is x squared plus xy plus y to the power of 2, this is equal to 13. And we have x squared minus 2xy plus y squared. This is equal to 49. So let's subtract these two systems of linear equation here, so that now x squared minus x squared, this is equal to 0. And then we have xy minus 2xy, this is 3xy here. Then y squared minus y squared, this is equal to 0. Xy minus 2xy, this is 3xy. And then y squared minus y squared, this is equal to 0. 13 minus 49, this is minus 36. So we have 3xy, this is equal to minus 36. So let's divide both sides by 3, so that now xy is equal to, this is equal to minus 12. And given that x minus y, this is equal to 7. Let's make x to be the subject of the formula here, so that x is equal to 7 plus y. Let's substitute this x here, so that we have 7 plus y multiplied by y, this is equal to minus 12. So we have 7 times y, this is 7y, plus y to the power of 2, this is equal to minus 12. So let's take minus 12 on the left hand side, so that we have 7y plus y squared plus 12, this is equal to 0. So here we have y squared plus 7y plus 12, this is equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation. We can solve this quadratic equation by factorization method. We have the product is equal to 12, the sum is equal to 7. So let's identify two factors here, such that if we multiply these two factors, we get a value of 12. If we add these two factors, we get a value of 7. 4 times 3, 12. Then 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. So we have y to the power of 2 plus 4y plus 3y plus 12. This is equal to 0. So we have got two parts here, such that y is common here in the first part. So we have y into the parentheses. This is y plus 4. Then plus, in the second part here, we have 3 is common into the parentheses. This is y plus 4. Then this is equal to 0. So we have y plus 4 is common. So this is y plus 4. Then we have y plus 3. Then this is equal to 0. So this means that y plus 4, this is equal to 0. And we have y plus 3, this is equal to 0. So this means that y is equal to minus 4. And also we have that y is equal to minus 3. So this implies that we can solve for the values of x, that is x3 and x4. Remember, this is y3 and this is y4. So x3 here will be equal to 7 plus y, and this means that x3 is equal to 7 plus minus 4, and this means that x3 is equal to 7 plus minus 4, and this is equal to 3. So that x3 here, comma y3, this is equal to 3, comma minus 4, and we have that y4 is equal to minus 3. So this means that x4 is equal to 7 plus minus 3, and this means that x4 is equal to 7 minus 3, which is equal to 4. So we have x4 comma y4, this is equal to 4 comma minus 3. So this means that we have 4 sets of solutions here for this algebra problem. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye bye for now.